Migrants who were staying at the 5th District Police Station say they are spending the night outside in frigid temperature.
They tell us they were forced to leave and take their belongings with them.
This is not a game.
Video sent to CBS 2 appears to show an officer from the 5th District Police Station in Pullman telling migrants staying in their lobby to leave.
Out the station, out this lobby, all this junk out of here.
Junk referring to their belongings. Volunteers who work with migrants here telling us this comes after some of the asylum seekers were taken to a shelter Tuesday. According to them, those who didn't go were told by the officer they could no longer sleep in the lobby despite the frigid temperatures. Some of the migrants we spoke to say there was no more room for them. Others, like this man, didn't want to stay at a shelter. They say this feels like retaliation for staying.
People here aren't used to the cold at all. We've had a year to prepare for this. This is not a surprise. And yet we still have the city plan for new arrivals in Chicago is to be dumped on a sidewalk.
Not looking good, man. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. Of course, Yahweh is the true name of the Heavenly Father, who is the God of the Hebrew Israelites. Yahweh Shai is the true name of his only begotten Son. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect. They back at it through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Hey, you hear it, you see it, man. And there's a lot of stuff going on, man. The whole Miami stuff going. All right. And then you got this issue. So this is 2nd Esdras 15th chapter, and I'll start at verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, destruction. All right. Woe means destruction. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands, man. Hey, remember what the Lord said he came to do. It wasn't bring peace, it was to bring a sword. That sword is symbolic for war, death, and destruction and division. So you see this influx of migrants, immigrants, or whatever they want to call it, man. All right. And guess what? For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. Guess what? Those immigrants, especially those what they call military age men, that's exactly what's going on. Very covertly, man. All right. Whether they're, really sent, all right, to do that, or whether they get a fed up spirit upon them and they take matters into their own hands, which I feel like that's what's going to happen. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, in the course of their actions shall stand in their power. You see, these people are out in the freaking cold. They don't have nowhere to stay, especially the men. All right. Eventually they're going to get fed up, and eventually they're going to have the results to violent means in order to survive. Look at the homeless people all across Babylon the Great already that live here, born here. Some fought for this country. Some, have done, great things for the country, but they're homeless. So if the kings and princes of this place won't even take care of their own people, what makes you think that they're going to take care of? Now, again, you know how Babylon the Great do, how they cater to and they worship women and children. So the women and children may get taken care of better than those military age men, but eventually anything can happen, man. All right. They're going to get so janky, and the scriptures teaches us about how this enemy seeks to change the times and the laws. He can just change different laws in order to, combat what's going on, i.e., will give these guys quote unquote citizenship if they join the military. There it is. We speak about, a coming draft, that may be a great way they get their numbers up by drafting these military age men into their own doggone army. Who knows? All right. There could be chaos in the streets. They get fed up. They don't have food. All right. A place to stay. And then guess what? They're going to start trying to acquire, food and shelter. And how they're going to do that, man. Verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. Now we're going to go through that, as remember, people born and raised here in Babylon are great. Literal neighbor, your literal neighbor could potentially be an issue, especially once we get smack dab in the middle of Jacob's trouble. But these these immigrants or migrants, hey man, it's gonna be the same thing with them. They're not gonna have pity upon the people here in Babylon the Great. All they're worried about is themselves and their families. They don't care. They don't know these people in Babylon the Great. And a lot of people that's coming over here, they're starting to see, hey, this place ain't it. This land of freedom and opportunity ain't it. This place is actually a type of hellhole. All right. But shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation, man. Hey, that lack of bread is going into that famine, and for great tribulation goes into everything that we're saying. Those whatever they saw in Miami. All right, that's part of great tribulation. There's going to be more storms, man. All right, more power outages. All this is part of the great tribulation, wars and more rumors of wars. All right, all part of the great tribulation, man. And hey, man, those migrants, I feel, are going to play a major role. We talk about our women and how they have voided the protection via their man of the nation of Israel. They've been stomping on our heads. Now, we always talk about showing mercy and utilizing our wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. We know that we all been born in the Babylon the Great, so we all messed up. But as we get older, all right, spiritually first and foremost, and physically, we should be able to see things a little bit more clearer than we did when we first got put on the earth. All right, and know the importance of the order that the Lord set up. Yahweh Shai, the man of the nation of Israel, the women of the nation of Israel, and the children of the nation of Israel is the order. The women are out of order, so they pretty much burnt the bridges with their men. And guess what? These dudes here, they coming for you, Eve. All right, your own brothers, they gonna come for you too. All right, or your own nation, because you did them wrong. It's some brothers out here looking for revenge and just looking for opportunity. All right. But hey, these guys that don't know you, man, I hate to say this, but I'm being truthful. This is the truth, man. Most of the times when I'm looking at, news articles or news reports and things like that, when it comes to that crime of, grape, it's usually a guy, I hate to say it, that looks like that. They look like they possibly may be Northern Kingdom Israelites, or they're from another nation. Either way, they look like those guys, man. So I said that to say Eve is in a lot of trouble when it hits the fan, and you better believe it's gonna hit the fan, man. Those weirdos, all right, that's coming over here, they're hungry, they need shelter, sex, all these things, man. And guess who's an easy target? You single women out there, man. You single women, trust me, Eve, we go through this all the time. You only got but so many bullets, man. All right, and Lord knoweth that camera ain't gonna help. That Ring camera don't help nothing, you know what I mean? But hey man, don't nobody care about them cameras. If they really want to get at you, man, we see it all the time on the camera. And people, trust me, everybody knows, majority of people that got a home have some type of security system or camera, and they still get robbed, still having shootouts right in front of the camera. They'll shoot you in broad daylight here in Babylon the Great. So don't nobody care about that stuff, Eve. All right, that's why we're warning our people to repent and come back to the Lord, so that you won't get caught up in these horrific things. It's all fun and games until it hits the fan, man. Dealing with the Lord, everybody think they're a tough guy and they can handle the judgment of Yahweh by Hashem and Hawashah. Oh, it won't be that bad. The so-called Christians, they know that what we saying is the truth, but I guess they feel, especially the older ones, they feel like they're at a certain age, they're just gonna crash out, they're just gonna die, and just deal with it like that, to keep from acknowledging that they were wrong and they were teaching the wrong thing and leading our people to a slaughter. Now we're not gonna say nothing, we're not gonna change, we just get old and die, and still, serving false idols and stuff. And at least that's what I see from, the so-called elders of my family. They come in that spirit where I can just tell they don't care. They old, they're at a certain age now, and they not gonna change, man. So it is what it is. Good luck with that. Let's go to Matthew the 24th chapter. Matthew 24th chapter. All right, concerning the question that the Lord's disciple asked him concerning his second coming, the signs and the times, right? And the Lord answered him and said, verse 5, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. That's the lot of a false prophet, false teacher. That's been happening, since those apostles, those disciples turned apostles walked on the earth. It's same thing that's happening this day. Plenty of false, teachers, and they're being exposed left and right. And you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. We heard of World War I, World War II, and we're hearing rumors of a third one. Babylon the Great is always in some type of conflicts and wars, and especially when we're talking about his special operations, they're always in somebody's doggone country. You better believe it. All right, while you guys are sleeping, real men are out there conducting operations all around the world from here in Babylon the Great. So it's always, Babylon the Great has always been just warring nonstop. They haven't stopped. Okay. Wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet, not quite yet. But once we see these things, we know that it's right around the corner. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places, nation against nation, of course, and kingdom against kingdom. It's going in, to these major countries and things like that. But don't think that nation against nation isn't talking about, all right, what the world calls races. There'll be race wars, right? Gender wars, the funny people versus the regular people. You know what I mean? The alphabet community. All right. People are getting fed up with that crap. All right. People are getting fed up with that alphabet crap. And, they're going to butt heads. All these things are going to be an issue, especially when the money runs out and the food runs out. Everything is going to intensify. Small issues will intensify. We're watching that via these news articles. What was it? Around so-called Christmas, I think the girl got killed. Her sister got killed by two brothers arguing over Christmas gifts, man. You see what I'm saying? These little issues, all right, are potentially going to be life-threatening, all right? So we got to hold on to our faith, pray, fast. And we're not just saying that. You really have to apply these things, apply that action. And Lord willing, we won't get caught up in that, man. All right. And what does it say? Shall be famines and pestilences. Yes, the pestilences, man. You hear the rumors of, another virus coming every day, man. It's like a new potential pandemic, epidemic, man. If you are watching and listening, man, well, eventually here pretty soon the Lord is gonna go ahead and crank up on that, man. Hey, for you women and you men that want to commit adultery, all right, and you women that want to commit adultery and be a whore, well, guess what? Those pestilence are gonna come back in a major style, and you're gonna catch something that you can't get rid of. Matter of fact, the Lord gonna be so cold, and here pretty soon, that he gonna give you something that we can all see. You know what I mean? He gonna give you a pestilence that we can all see from your whoredoms, and because of your whoredoms, man, and we'll know you was out here doing the most, man. All right. But yeah, there's gonna be a lot of pestilence. The Lord is getting ready to cleanse this earth, man, and he's doing it now, putting a lot of people to sleep. All right. But hey, this is it. This is the great time that was prophesied, that the earth would fear this power. They haven't really seen, the wrath, and acknowledged that wrath is coming from Yahweh Bahashem and Yahweh Shai, but they soon will find that out the hard way, man. All right, this is not a game. This is not a joke. And do we need to talk about the earthquakes? All right. And earthquake, that's also going into the different storms, man. Look at what happened in Texas a few years back with that snowstorm. It was horrific for them. Some people died in that thing, man. All right. Pipes bursting, flooding people's home in the middle of the freaking winter. People was freezing out there. They was doing bad. They were down bad. And then we go across to the West Coast, California. That place is on fire every summer. Every summer, a few years ago, man, you saw them videos of people driving through those fires. It looked like hell on earth, man. It looked like the missiles had hit this place, how they was driving through, like some stuff that you see in the movies, man. All these things are happening, all right? People see it, but they can't put two and two together, especially concerning our people, which that's all that matters, all right? That's who the promise is for, the Hebrew Israelites, all right? All these things going on, man. Why are they still in La La Land? Hey, I guess it's just not for them, right? All these are the beginnings of sorrows, man. And then it goes on, in us, what we gonna go through. They shall deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and you shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. Starting with the elders and apostles, they have taught us this, to know what you're a part of. All right. To know the balance of Yahweh Shema Hawashah, there's blessings, and the Lord will, chasten us and test us. And this last test, man, is going to be a great test. But Lord willing, we got some true faith, given to us by Yahweh by Hashem and Hawashah. So when they do deliver us up to be afflicted in different ways and seek to kill us, whether we're going to be martyrs or not, whether the Lord is going to deliver us from them or deliver us right off of this earth. All right, we gotta really believe in what we've been doing now. The words that we're saying now, every word that come out our mouth through the Spirit, we should hearken unto ourselves, man. All right, when I'm saying these things, those dudes look crazy getting off them buses, man. Hell, hey, I got a daughter, and things. Hell, and I'm a man. I got to stand on all these things, man, when it gets physical, because it will get physical. Right now, it's mainly just a spiritual war. We're saying things, and but eventually, hey, it's going to get all physical. It's going to be a full manifestation of all these things. Look at what happened in Miami. Now, I don't know, and I really don't. I mean, I believe in, spirits, because the Lord have created all these things. Malak Yahweh, through Malak Yahweh Shah, created these spirits, created realms and such. So I believe it. Do I believe that's what was going on? I can't confirm nor deny. I'm a guy that understands how much janky stuff happens online, so I really don't trust a lot of things that I see online. Now, if I see it with my own eyes, yeah. All right, but the spirit of seeing those terrifying things, I'm all for it, man. And I hope, through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shema Shah, truly hope that they did see some real stuff sent by Yahweh Shema Shah in Miami. One thing you can't deny, all them police wasn't out there for no reason. I ain't never seen that many police, man, And one time, not off the top of my head, maybe not even when OJ was doing his thing, but yeah, man, this is just a observation and a motivation for us to continue, because hey, this place is already being invaded. All right, it's already being invaded, and it could go left real quick, real fast, man. All right, they could do anything with these men. I don't know if I said that in this lesson, because I tried to do this lesson, I had to redo it. But those so-called military age men, man, Babylon the Great here is having a recruiting issue for its military. Well, the scriptures teaches us about the enemy seeking to change the times and laws, man. Well, this enemy, see, our Lord don't change, and his laws are perfect, all right, and can stand the test of time. This man's laws, because they're all rooted in wickedness and vanity, he got to keep changing them to fit his agenda. So he'll just change, all right, his whole citizenship stuff, and let these people getting off these buses, become so-called U.S. citizens if they join the military, man. And there it is, man. They have a recruiting issue. All these so-called military age men coming over here, and it ain't, they're coming from everywhere, Africa, everywhere. This place is being invaded one way or another. All right, so we just have to prepare, understand, believe in the words of Yahweh Shema Hawashah spoken through the prophets, starting with the apostles. Guess what? We have faith and reverence these men as men of Yahweh Shema Hawashah. So we receive a lot of things through the Spirit that they say. Seems like everyone is on one accord concerning this year. Some stuff going down, man. And already look at what happened in Miami. That's something that we ain't really dealt with like that, man. Seeing it on that mat, yeah, people have had stories and seeing this and that, but not when it's hundreds of police cars out there for that. That's a big sign of the times, man. So that's good. That motivates us. All right, but other than that, man, we just gotta stay out the way. Just stay out the way. Serve Yahweh Shema Hawashah. For brothers that got to go on the plantation, hey, man, knock that out. Knock this work out first and foremost. Knock that plantation stuff out. Keep our nose clean as much as possible. And just get ready for showtime, man. We talk a good game and we want to back it up. Every brother got their own strengths. Every brother got their own weaknesses, man. When it comes to, this action, we all are spiritually, desiring this, hey, make no mistake about it. I've heard my brother say, and I agree, this is boring. This is boring, just sitting around here. Now, we love doing the work of Yahweh Shema Shai through the Spirit, okay? But you see, we're not in our rest. We got too many issues, on top of doing the work. See, we want to serve the Lord in perfection. We want to be perfected and not have any faults, in us, and we can, serve the Lord the way, that we were intended. And guess what, man? The Lord is so merciful and, can bless at this, on this extreme level. He has specific, creatures that literally worship him, 24/7, literally, holy, holy. All right. But for us, we do the same thing, but we get to do it in a slightly different way by, enjoying the earth, making more Israelites to serve the Lord. That's what their true purpose is. All right. It isn't just for us to enjoy them. It's their servants to Yahweh Shema Shah. Our whole families are. But the thing is, we want to be able to serve our Lord in perfection. We want a whole family, all right, full of beautiful women, girls and boys, man, beautiful wives, man, everyone in order, everyone stunting in righteousness, man. That's what we desire, and we'll constantly, serve and worship Yahweh Shema Shai, our holy days, whether we keep these same ones in the kingdom forever, or the Lord got new holy days for us, and we'll be there suited and booted, looking crazy, through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shema Shai. How we gonna look, the garments that we gonna wear, the jewels that will adorn our body. All right, that's what we're looking forward to, not this pretend crap. I always say, well, you gotta wake up with your breath all crazy. That's not it. That's why the Lord say, hey, pride was not created for man. We got too many discrepancies, man. Too many things wrong with the body, man. Too many things wrong with the mind. All right, to be around here puffed up, man. The biggest guy, when they see a Malaki House Shah and these hosts of holy angels, hey, man, gonna make Shaq and all them big dudes, man, they gonna make them look like children. All right, so it's no need to be puffed up because you 6'8", my brother. All right, and do you think they're not puffed up by having that stature? All these tall dudes, man, especially the ones that get put in the league and get worshiped, all right, and get riches. They puffed up, man. Everybody's so puffed up. And guess what, man? The Lord got a nice little pen to let the air out of you puffed up son of a. All right. Through the spirit and power, Yahweh Shema Hawashai. Hey, man, stay circumspect. Watch these moves, man. All right. Because they're paying these people all day, talking about the NFL, right? That's why, look, man, the enemy Esau Edom don't play by his money. Follow the money. Wherever the money goes, Esau ain't playing no games because he don't play by his money. That's his claim to fame. That money, that sword. So if they're paying these people all of this money, to entertain, which is to say to keep the masses distracted. That's why it's $1 billion business, the entertainment industry. It isn't to really entertain you. All right. It's not really worth that amount of money just to be entertained. Trust me. All right. Because the same thing that these people do, we all can do that. We all can make each other laugh. We all can go out here and hoop and run. All right. We all can pretend to be something that we're not. Follow the money, and this is why they pay these people what they pay them. It is to keep us distracted, and most people are distracted. They know all these things, man, all these sports stats, man, the global wars and all this crap still going in social media and content creating and all this crap. But when it comes to real deal prophecy and events happening on the earth, they do not have it, and they won't get it, especially in 2024 and beyond, man, because the only way that they're really gonna know what's going on if it comes across that social media platforms that they deal with. Because a lot of our people, I know I deal with certain women here and there, or I have, a lot of them women don't watch the news, man. I was with my little friend the past weekend, man, and we was talking about some things, and I remember her saying something about that Hamas Israel stuff. I got a map, my G. And I told her, man, how do you even know about this? Because she ain't like she's watching the actual news or got a news app. And it comes, if it comes across her Facebook or Instagram, somebody talking about it, that's how they know. So I brought my map out and I told her, show me, generally where is Israel even at on the map. You think she knew? Of course not. And a lot of people, if you ask, give them a blank map and tell them to show you where Israel at on the map, they don't even know where it's at, man. Let Eve get a blank map and point to some of the places she been, man. Some of these countries, the Dominican Republic, or Jamaica. Hey, man, I bet a lot of them don't even know where it's at on the map. Serious problem. That's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day, man, concerning Eve and her stupidity. And I don't want to get off on that, man. But hey, man, stay circumspect, man, is the whole point. This place is getting invaded on the low, and it's gonna be a lot of problems, man. Through the spirit and power, Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shai. I pray this was edifying. Until next time, Shalom.